Hi guys, 732 Review Crew back. I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And we are back with Battlestar Galactica Season 3, Episode 8. This one is titled Hero, and as you can see, we have a new setting set
And a new poster.
for Battlestar.
A new poster.
Yeah, it's a Battlestar poster. Now, we're very excited for this one because as of last episode, Baltar was trying to work on a cure for the Cylon virus, partially, I believe. But he was like kind of researching more into it, but was also being tortured during it.
Well, Doc Coddle.
Yokata was doing the research on the antidote.
Baltar was.
Vaccine.
Everyone's blaming Baltar on the sideline.
Even though he truly doesn't know anything. But the big thing was it was a beacon from the 13th colony left behind.
Mm-hmm.
So, very excited as we get closer to Earth.
And I went buck wild with theories.
Me too.
Yes, we both did. I'm sticking to my guns despite the comments. I don't trust the comments, dude. I think they're trying
Yeah, red herring.
I think they're trying to throw me off the trail.
Yeah.
I'm onto something.
Now, there's only one way for us to find out, though, and that's for us to keep watching. So thank you for joining us for Battlestar Galactica. We're starting in 3, 2, 1.
Was that a new Cylon?
This year marks Admiral Adama's 45th anniversary in the colonial fleet.
Wow.
Let's give the Admiral a medal.
See the hero?
Couldn't have come at a better time.
Give the people something to feel good about for a change.
Like that.
Too bad he's a Cylon.
3 Raiders, CBDR bearing 145, carrying 33.
But this isn't their standard wedge formation.
Where's the cap?
Looks like a pursuit, and there's been weapons exchange between them.
Pursuit.
Yes, sir. We've got 2 raiders chasing a 3rd.
Oh.
What? They're split?
Got any idea why Cylons would be chasing Cylons? Don't know, don't care.
It's a fracture in ideology.
Close the gap.
That's right.
Oof.
Woo.
I got the other one.
What if they help the wrong side?
It's got to be a code, right?
What are the
Who's
Vikings?
Crypto?
Over fire.
So it's not a Cylon?
I think it might be. I feel like they would clear all like the text out.
No red glow.
Yet.
Oh? New Cylon?
He knows him.
Is it really you, sir? Yeah. Welcome home, Bulldog.
Bulldog? So is he like somebody from his past?
From the Valkyrie?
I'm assuming you appreciate the consequences
Doesn't look any young.
if you're discovered.
SNCSC of a Cylon? He's not a Cylon.
Well,
Tenant Eugene Bulldog.
conspiracy
knows something.
theorists are going to be disappointed. How the hell did you escape off a Cylon base ship?
But a while ago, they all started getting sick.
Oh. Oh.
Nice. Damn.
Taurons were drilling for Tillium ore on a moon that was too close to the Cylon armistice line.
I'm sorry, but how did this result in his ship being shot down?
Taurons must have seen us coming because they ambushed him.
Oh.
Battlestar transmission acquired.
This is Bulldog. Bird is down. Repeat. Bird is down. Request rescue.
I made a bad call. He was dead. So I left.
But the lieutenant
Yikes.
did eject, obviously, and somehow survived in his ejection seat long enough for the Cylons to find him.
Could you both give us a moment, please?
How long was he out there?
She doesn't think she's gonna.
So you're going to tell me what really happened?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to trust me on this one, okay?
Well, what's the mess? That's coming back to haunt him in this one.
Huh?
That her?
That's a Dana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Deanna.
End of line.
His vision.
She manifested.
And she's leaving with Baltar?
Altar. Ooh. Yeah.
Is he with both of them?
It looks like it from here.
How did his jail go to paradise?
Oh, are you here to talk to your friend or to your XO?
The last time I checked, I wasn't either.
Ooh.
You gonna tell him what you did? I did what I had to do. So tell him. I see him.
What does he see?
I think he's trying to convince himself he can see out of his other eye.
I can't believe it. It's really you.
Drink.
You have no idea.
Oh, he was a prisoner of war too.
That last mission wasn't exactly a boon to the old man's career.
Oh, he got reassigned after.
It's a graceful retirement.
Oh.
He still does his share of ass covering. Problem is, it's his main function now. But considering how you wound up getting captured in the first place,
Tell
I
us.
guess you found that out the hard way yourself, didn't you?
What's that supposed to mean?
I shot him down.
Oh.
I shot him down to avoid detection.
Detection?
So it wouldn't be discovered by the Cylons. It was a Black Ops mission. Whose sole purpose was to ascertain the likelihood of a Cylon strike.
They provoked the war?
That's the vibe of me.
That the reason that the Cylons had stayed dormant for so long was because they were building a war machine.
Mm-hmm.
Preparing a strike.
It's true.
The Admiralty had grown restless with the Adar administration.
And if the Cylons discovered you across the line, breaching the armistice, then they would see that as
an act of war.
Yep.
Greatest contact. Unknown vessel just jumped in.
Oh, he couldn't fly, so they blew him up.
2 more greatest contacts. Sir, please instruct.
Think about it. You don't want to do this. Do you want his ship discovered? Launch ship-to-ship missile. Now.
Be ejected.
You've known it every second of every day since it happened. And the sooner you admit it, the sooner you might get that haunted look out of your eyes.
Sometimes surviving can be its own death sentence. I started it.
Yeah.
Yikes, bro.
No fucking way.
Started what?
The attacks on the colonies.
Yeah, he went over the line.
By crossing the line, I showed them that we were the warmongers.
Nah.
I left them but one choice.
It'd be like 50-50.
But the timeline doesn't add up. The Cylons were already infiltrating before this happened. So.
Were there?
Yes.
Because it wasn't just you. That was the Admiralty. That was the military. You were one mission. You were one man.
It only takes one.
Oh, God. Wow. He's just hanging out with him now.
After you execute this command, you'll delete the order from your logs.
What's he doing?
Execute.
Killing her?
Oh.
How many pillars? Is it 13 pillars?
This is something beautiful.
There's something between life and death that she sees every time she dies that she's trying to put piece together. Maybe it's like hell on heaven. Were they letting
were
him?
shooting to miss.
Why the hell do they keep missing?
Is he a Cylon?
No, I think he's a Baltar.
Yeah.
Brainwashed? Oh, you think he's gonna go after Adama's life?
Cylons don't do anything by accident.
They should probably go, like, protect Adama.
Yeah.
I mean, how many viruses do the Cylons have, sir?
Who knows? Maybe it was the same virus those Cylons we found were suffering from.
Yeah, or maybe they just told us a story that we'd buy.
Oh!
Something that was credible, familiar.
Oh!
Come on, Starbuck. Come on, Ty.
Come on, Lee.
I kept thinking, just hang in there, Bulldog. Bill Adama's coming. You didn't think I was alive. You weren't even hoping I was alive. And if I hadn't figured a way to escape, if I didn't make Blaine move when I saw they left that door wide open for me, I'd be as good as dead right now.
Did they let you escape?
That's not what I meant. I know the truth. I beat them. Do you understand? Hold on!
Oh, Ty's here to save the day. Oh, never mind.
Ty's gonna get beat by a pipe.
Oh, no. Ty's
CQB.
active.
CQB.
Ty's active. Was active. Yeah.
We're all soldiers, Danny. We're all expendable. Because up until a minute ago, you were doing exactly what they wanted you to do.
Yeah.
Come here and learn the truth and seek revenge. Keep reaching for it over and over and over.
Jesus Christ.
So how can you get that bottle away, so?
I don't know. One day, you just decide to get up and walk out of your room.
Is this his moment? Please, Ty, redeem yourself with this right there.
I think he just did.
Yeah. I think he realized he has to
walk out of the room.
Yeah. Full truth.
Your resignation. You got it.
No, what?
Sit down, Bill.
You better not let him fucking retire, Madam President Roslin.
I think you're being naive. Did it ever occur to you that the Admiralty may have set you up to provoke a war they wanted? Stand up there, acknowledge your fleet, and give them what they need. A hero. That'll be your penance, even if it kills you.
You look so unhappy, and man, he beat the fuck out of him, huh?
Dude, he hates ceremonies too.
Just remember, it'll take some time.
You forgot something.
I can't. Bill,
Take it. You're not getting off that easy. Once a pilot, always a pilot, Bulldog.
I heard you want a medal.
Yeah. They give them out for anything these days. I need you back in the CIC.
Yeah.
That's not what I came here to talk to you about.
He wants to talk about what happened.
Tell me what happened to Helen.
Yes.
I like that soft episode.
It was a nice character development one.
Yeah, it was really good, and it discussed a lot of the concepts of like guilt and dealing with it, and having to face the demons of that.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's good.
It was more of a philosophical episode than plot progression episode necessarily.
Well, and like that, some people like Adama tend to just try to carry the burden of guilt.
Yeah,
even though it wasn't his.
Roslin
decision.
was probably right.
He likely didn't start the war at all and had nothing to do with it.
Sure.
But even if he did, it wasn't his decision.
Well, he wasn't
the admiral thing.
Yes, and he was a commander back then, and he wasn't an admiral. So the admirals came up with an idea, and they sent him on a mission to go check what's going on. And if it came up positive, they would probably award him, but also award themselves. And it came up negatively, so they could use him as a scapegoat. It's how military stuff, all types of pain work, kind of, you know.
Yeah, and that's why I like the ending with Ty kind of being like,
not you.
Right.
Yeah, but more importantly, I thought it was funny because Ty, when he first tells Bulldog, it's like, oh my God, he didn't tell you? He didn't tell you? And then when Bulldog's like, getting upset, he's like, what, you're still fucking mad about this? Why you care, dude? You're a fucking soldier. Get over it. Like,
well, first I thought he just
no.
I think he was saying he deserved the respect of being told by Adama.
Right. Yes.
Not that he would have done the same decision.
Absolutely.
But just that he deserved the respect of being told, and then nothing would have happened after. Besides that.
Yes, I agree, and I think Adama just let his guilt get in the way.
Now, this was a very self-contained episode in the sense that it followed basically the same plot line throughout. Maybe two plot lines, like an A and B. The A plot line being that Bulldog is back and his plot of how he escaped, what his plan, how his rehab, whatever is going on, and the second plot line of was Ty and how he was kind of coping with what's going on in this situation.
Sure,
especially compared to Starbuck, we've seen has adapted, coped fully back to almost the beginning of season 1 Starbuck levels.
Other than one thing, Anders. We haven't seen them even speak.
Well, yeah. I'm saying that's why she's back to level 1. Season
oh,
1,
sure.
Season 1 where she's by her. She's like kind of...
Yeah.
But this one is very heavily just based on the fact that we meet Bulldog, a pilot they sent on a recon mission, and then they shot down. Adama shot down, which he considers to be his biggest blunder. And then the Admiralty was kind of retiring him after that blunder, because they were using him as a scapegoat. So they were going to kind of retire him with the Galactica. after basically what seemed like at that point.
Like you fumbled it, Adama. Go on the tin can.
I don't think he fumbled it. I think what was supposed to happen happened.
Yes.
I think the Admiralty knew that was going to happen, and that's why they had him do it, gave him the assignment, and that's why he didn't like face. That's why he didn't get rejected or whatever. Right. I'm sure he's a commander, so they're not just going to dump him. But at the same time, like
he got the bad assignment.
I feel like they set him up to fail. Kind of. Well, it's kind of what I'm feeling because there's what they didn't know. He was 2 miles over the armistice line, and then he got shot down in 2 miles. Like, what they didn't know?
Yeah,
come on.
I don't know. They may have been using him, like they said, to start a war because they were warmongering.
Sure,
which is a possibility because they wanted to maybe. It's been so long since the last war. They want, generals in command structure want their glory moments of time so that they remembered. Unfortunately, we know what happens. They all die. But the big thing I think is, showing was that they were basically proving the Cylons that we know correct. Were Cylons we know. Obviously, they were infiltrating beforehand and doing their thing probably before this to get ready to do this war. But the Cylons were preparing to do the war because the humans were probably preparing to do the war just in case, in the sense that, they preemptively struck so that humans didn't come out and annihilate them again. I think
it was supposed to be for reconnaissance.
Yes,
they said.
But they're reconnaissancing, but they're trying to reconnaissance to see if they should build up their war machine that to respond to a Cylon threat when the Cylons have already been hiding for the past so long and building up their war machine.
Yeah.
So as a result, they kind of nudged the Cylon bee nest to hornet's nest to come at them.
We don't know if that's what caused.
No, I mean it's one of the tiny little nudges. It's like a bunch of them added up.
But clarify that. Sure, I totally hear what you're saying. That's one instance.
Yes, correct. So it wasn't wrong that he did cause a portion, but it's just kind of one of those things where the Cylons kind of keep having their opinions justified by human action. Where the humans do this, so therefore they're, they justify that they did this because humans did that.
Yeah, we know 6 had infiltrated. Isn't it like 2 years prior?
Yeah,
to
I don't know the exact
starting. I think it's 2 years. I feel pretty confident that it's 2 years.
But I mean, this just justifies their.
Yeah, no. I know, but I'm saying like.
They're already
it was going both ways. Some Cold War plus.
It's just it's like putting more bricks on the pedal, just
espionage and stuff. Yeah.
It was cool to see the what's it called, the Black Ops, from the sense of the humans is literally just recon ships that are stealth ships, but unfortunately the Cylon technology
stealth ships were not very stealthy.
Yeah, especially if you launch them. Probably the Cylons had spies of their own doing, reconnaissance.
Sure, but it was what was even
Boomer
crazy
was already on there.
Was clearly he had drifted. His engine wasn't even on. He was just drifting through. So how did they? I don't know.
Good radar.
I did want to.
I like how they thought he was a Cylon at first, but it makes sense. And then
I didn't think he was.
Yeah, it was like a joke.
Oh, I mean, at the intro when we saw someone in a Raider, I was like, "Is that a new Cylon?" But the moment we met him, I was like,
"There's."
We got a lot of story for Deanna this episode.
So she seems to be seeing more visions and trying to follow her visions.
So she's killing her.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't care at all about that storyline. It's cool that she's trying to explore this weird in between death thing, but I personally don't care.
What do you mean?
I just don't care about it.
Why?
The line between life and death, it's.
Well, this one is
Battlestar is presenting such a good story about humanity that going into the. And I guess you could say it's a very important part of what makes a human, but I just don't care.
I agree with you, but I will absolutely give benefit of the doubt that it will matter and be of importance.
My devil's advocate for that, because I kind of enjoy it, is the fact that Cylons have been, as long as the resurrection somewhere has been immortal, they for all intents and purposes experience, feel, and have death, but their death does not end their life. So for those who's trying to reach a god and have an afterlife and live with peace, they're not able to achieve this in between life and death for them. Because this in between life and death for them, it's what they're talking about seems to be the afterlife potentially. And because every time they die, it goes life, death, life again, life, death, life, death, life, death, life, death, repeated. And every time they suffer, they feel it, and it leaves them a little bit more mentally messed up.
I feel like this is really just a personal thing, because once any drama or soap opera starts getting to like the episodes where they start running out of main plot line, they do like what does death really mean episode where there's like a patient or some important person just keeps dying and being.
Also,
I'm so tired of it.
I love how Baltar is,
and I'm sure that it's like you guys are saying, it's going to be important to the story. But I personally, not even like as like a real opinion, but just my own. I have no interest in this.
I like how Baltar is royalty, by the way, right now. He's literally sleeping with 2 of the models at the same time and then bonding with like 3 of the other ones while the 2 of them are talking.
I know, he was just like in the room staring at like a fountain of numbers or whatever that is. He's just like, oh. It's like, yeah, you don't know what that means. You never saw one, is he?
Is he? There's only way for us to find out. And that's for us to keep watching. Thank you for joining us with the review crew. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike. If you do enjoy our content, make sure you check out our Patreon. Features full lengths for this twice a week, as well as other content and polls for movies and shows when we do replace this and, other TV shows. Other than that, though, subscribe if you haven't already. It helps a long way. Comment, let us know your favorite part of the theories. Brainstorm, tinfoil hats, whatever. And see you next time.
Bye.
Toodaloo.